Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Eco and Crafts. I'm really sorry it's been weeks and weeks and weeks since I last posted a video. Still in the middle of the coronavirus outbreak in the UK and it's all been a bit crazy for everybody, so I apologise for that. I'm excited to be back today for another upcycling / how-to video to create some really cool triangular kind of wall shelving hanging decorative things. I'll just show you a picture here. While I've been walking around local streets, I came across this. So it kind of feels a bit like cheating because part of the main structure is already made, but I thought it was really cool and I think it'll look really good as a piece of shelving, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys how you can make something similar and also what I'm going to do to kind of make it a bit more furniture worthy. So someone else has made this. It's pretty rough. It looks like it's a wine bottle holder. From looking at the wood itself, I'm pretty sure it's made out of pallets, and it's a pretty simple construction really. You've got 3 pieces of wood. I'll put the measurements down the side, and they're basically just 2 screws in each side to keep it in place. And it looks like they've used either some kind of wood polyfiller or wood glue as well, just to secure the ends there. So once I give you the measurements, all you need to do is have a couple of blunt pieces and then one with kind of chamfered edges here, which you should be able to manage or sand down with a saw and sandpaper. And then obviously you've got the issue of the holes, because I want this to be the top and I don't want all my stuff to fall through. So I'm pretty sure that when I've done all the painting and varnishing, I'm going to be using some gold wire to wrap around, and I think it'll look really cool, so I'm excited for that. But the structure at the minute is really rough and it's a bit dirty, so I'm going to give it a clean up and a sand down, and then I'm going to be doing some distressed white chalk paint work on it before I do the varnishing. So I'm going to make a start on preparing the wood, and then I'll show you what I get up to next. Alright, so to add in the painted details, I've got some of the Rust-o-leum chalk white paint. Make sure you give it a good stir beforehand. And I'm just going to be trying to kind of carefully place it into some of the deeper grooves and indents of the wood. I'm not going to be painting the whole thing and then sanding it all down afterwards. I'm just trying to select particular parts. So you can see here the bits that I have painted. And I'll be leaving quite a lot of the wood bare as well, but I'll be putting a sealer on it later. So once the paint is dried, which takes a couple of hours really, I needed to sand it off to get some more of the weathered detail. I've got a couple of sheets of sandpaper here. They come in different grains. You can get coarser grain like on the left or a finer grain on the right. Probably I'll use a mixture of the two. So it takes a little while, but you can see here the effect it's finally had, and this is when this is all done. So you can see it's rubbed into the wood grain. After this, just to make sure the chalk paint doesn't rub off onto anything and to help a bit of waterproofing for the wood as well, I've got some Rust-o-leum clear sealer. I really like this sealer. It doesn't stain the wood a yellowish tint, which I've noticed some other varnishes and sealers have done. So it's pretty straightforward really. Again, just give it a stir and put a relatively thin coat everywhere. Other bits that I got for this project, I've got some 1 centimetre wide sort of twine rope, some hooks and screws from B&Q, because I'm going to have 2 on each side, which I'm going to loop the rope through to then make it hanging on its end that way. And then to actually fix the screws, I've got a really cheap IKEA screwdriver, which I don't recommend. It's not very powerful. I'll have to do some pilot screws with the drill, pilot holes with the drill beforehand, otherwise I know the screws just won't go in. So next thing is obviously to decide where you want your loop hooks to go through, and then screw them in place, as you can see here. Same on the other side, and then looping the rope through. So I just did a loop each end and then tied it in a knot, making sure it's really tight because obviously you don't want your shell to fall off the wall and break everything you've got on it. So just choose the length that you feel it kind of looks good and keeps it stable. And then to fill in the holes, I've got some twine and some thin gold wire, and I'm just going to be using the twine to wrap around the wood around each of the holes. And then I wrap some of the gold round afterwards. This is the finished product, which I'm really pleased with. I think it dresses really nicely. It's a really nice feature piece against the wall, and it was super easy to do. And as I say, I know I didn't construct the whole kind of framework to begin with, but again, if you've got some bits of pallet wood or any spare wood, it really wouldn't take long to make up a similar shape. So yeah, really pleased, think it looks really effective and it's something a bit different. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next time.